Greetings, my fellow travelers. And, well, the base is definitely still here. I've did a few minor deletions underneath the landing pad. Because when I came to clear this here, I discovered something very intriguing. While the game has allowed me to retain the base, despite the fact it's well above maximum parts that I'm allowed to have in one save for all the stuff I built, I picked this guy up to put him back down to eliminate that line of rock, only to, as I came back in order to be able to show this, only to discover this. Construction limit reached. So by removing the piece of wood, I cannot put it back. And since this is literally the edge of the settlement, this railing here, this walkway, is the edge of the settlement, I cannot landscape. So while I do believe that in most instances there was very, very little issue with the ground being changed or altered or deleted by putting something down, so no, I mean, here this is all above ground, so it's a non-issue, but it is a piece of grass. Oh well, can't be helped. I literally cannot do the bathroom. It's, despite the fact I presume I've got the parts available. Yeah, all the parts I would normally use to do a bathroom are all there. I can't because, well, I've maxed out on the parts. So an intriguing thing, and I wonder how many times can you do this before it has deleterious effect. I mean, I do believe I have complained a few times in recent videos about the ground disappearing and the game being buggy. And I'm sorry, for those who love the game and don't like hearing criticism of Hello Games, I happen to love the game too, which is probably the reason why I do criticize it, because, I'd rather wait 3 additional months for an expedition and do an expedition without trying to find a bunch of minotaurs and other sentinels here and have half the ground missing on me. I mean, this terrain that I've set up the base on as a battlefield is challenging enough without half the terrain missing on you. And of course that kind of cuts down on my favorite tactic of, well, just dig a hole, hide in the hole for 30 seconds while you recover your health. Take pot shots to the sentinels. If the ground disappears on you while you're digging the hole, you're falling. And yes, sometimes digging the holes would cause the ground to disappear. I remember having that problem with a particular silver deposit. Every time I tried to mine it, the ground would disappear out from beneath me. Pretty much stopped after 3 tries. Hey, where's my guy? Oh yes, right. This is now part of the primary save. Where the fuck is the Minotaur going? Dude, stay on your pad, please. Because I will fucking nuke your ass if you don't. The AI thing isn't there? No, the AI thing is there. For the love of God. Yeah, that falls under the heading of things I might just criticize. Alright, well. Too bad, so sad. Guess who's gonna get nuked? Alright. Just... Oh fuck, I can't lift the panel and kill the plant. I just have to be mindful of the fact that worst part is I'm pretty sure it wasn't there when I set up this ramp. This is regrettable that this chap has never... never finished a settlement. On the other hand, it is an intriguing touch to have a building under construction. So, glass half full, glass half empty. And I really don't want to start another settlement. As far as you know, you can only have one at a time. Report settlement name as offensive. Bailey, Bane, Big. Eh. Yeah, very offensive. A lot of B's in there. And of course, the whole base limit thing does prevent, like, editing. Is there... Yes, there's a way out that way. Alright, let's take this guy up to where the Minotaur is. Summon the Minotaur to his platform. Then promptly jump into this guy and... park the Minotaur where he's supposed to be parked. Alright, try not to kill too much of the flora. It's going to be a challenge. Killing lots of flora. Alright. Okay, and roamer. Alright. Kids, don't do this at home. And yeah, I still like these trees. Alright, well, I'm delighted that the... And yes, that's not a bath. That's going to be a bubble display case type thing. Yeah, so, yes. Delighted that could retain the base. The buildings are all intact. Regrettable that one cannot, finish them. I mean, here I would have, because I know there's no point trying to deal with the grass, put a piece of furniture to just hide the grass, bedside tables, stuff like that. Could have worked around it. The question now becomes is, if you're more than 16 Ks, what's the impact on the game? Does, you know, having mega bases and having maxed out saves as far as size affect, you know, the game itself? Does it crash more because of that? Or, you know, is it a console thing? Yeah, this is gonna bug the frigging daylights out of me, but damn, there's no way around it. I mean, I suppose I could always delete that wall panel there on both sides, make it symmetrical, and which give me an opportunity to nuke the freaking plant. But seriously, trying to be, you know, positive and not hypercritical of the game, but that is a little bit annoying. I mean, the two things together make it a little bit more than just a little bit annoying. Having said that, let's go have a look at the other base. And I just realized I will not be able to add to the portal base at all. Drats, that one also, the dwelling is incomplete. Well, I seriously overshot. Come on. Okay, alright, so I know I'm going in the opposite direction. Settlement. PoirierGaming 1. PoirierGaming 2 should be. And I'm not getting a base flag. Come on. Oh, there it is. Okay. Whew. And there's a little nomad. The irony, of course, is I didn't set up the vault storage containers the same way I had the primary save. And, well, part of it was trying to still save building materials. Part of it was concern of going too far, too much. This one would be 4, right? Oh, irony. You can actually name the so the color coordination is incorrect. Or I should say, not the color coordination, the color coding. What does it say? Crimson. Yellow to crimson. So, this one. Purple. Definitely purple. Oh, come on. It shouldn't be. Last thing I want to do is accidentally delete something. Because, well, that would be bad. Come on. Okay, why is this guy all orange and this guy is like a tiny little sliver purple? Oh. And green storage container. Okay, I keep skipping the step of pressing the square button. Alright, well, not so much anymore. Okay. So I was literally saving 2 vaults worth of materials and mods for my cousin before he gave up playing the game. Pretty much for the same reasons that frustrate me to all hell with the game at times. Yes, in retrospect, I really wish I'd finished the setup, you know. Put the last 4 here, put those items over there. Or, you know, over here. Well, missed opportunities. I'm glad I changed this literally this morning. Because the narrow walkway was, well, ever so slightly problematic in the sense that I get off the ship and if I didn't pay attention I would literally walk off the platform, miss the walkway altogether. Also, another thing I'm glad I fixed, although I think it was a week ago, was the supports for this particular platform. I find this a better alternative than the 2 stone pillars. And I am glad that I actually set up the bedroom before the game was over, although it's very much a minimal setup. It's a bed with lighting. Because not being able to add to this particular base and, you know, put a bedroom, well, matter of fact, I can't put a... Oh dear. Yes, of course, because the ground flattened under the paving stones. Well, at least the ring is reachable. Oh, that should have at least fixed the hole. Yeah, when I cleared out some of the ground around the ring, it created a huge hole here. You can't really see it anymore. And no amount of terrain restoration seemed to bring it back. Don't know why. Well, as long as it works, as long as it allows you to come back. And I'm also glad I did a few... Sorry about that. I'm glad I did a few minor changes to the portal base cosmetics. I had it to bed just in time, apparently. Yeah, I redid this part here. Didn't move the ring because the ground starts severely sloping right here and I didn't want to take a chance that I'd misplaced it. And the irony is I didn't encircle the platform with a railing because I was concerned that I was, because of the number of parts. Yeah, and this I added as well. Because approaching it from this end of the building in the sky, it looked kind of odd with the supports coming just lined up with the wall. It just, with this angle here and the same angle on the other side, just, I don't know, it just kind of looked a little bit off. So glad I played to you guys before this was over. So 50 of each, and these are the big cash crops, at least for me they've been. I mean, for all I know, somebody else gets huge amounts of money for any of the other plants. Alright, and one last time. Let's see if we can't find House of the Rising Sun. Cross your fingers and hope the game doesn't, yes, I'm gonna say it, crash or freeze while I'm in teleport ring menu. Because literally by the time I'd reach about 1/3 of the way down in a Mega Expedition, it would crash. Pretty much predictably. So I would literally start racing down one column, get out, then race down the middle column, get out, race down the last column, get out. Does not look promising. Ooh, well, it's not visible. I do have a couple of bases I'm inclined to go visit. Tranquil Lake and that base. With a name like that, well, you gotta. And probably this thing's gonna get edited a whole lot because it's a bit rambling. It's at 24 minutes and counting. Cheers.